Oh, hey! What's up, guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel. You are watching Blue Orange Juice. As you can see behind me, I've got a cup of blue orange juice that I drew with an Expo marker. Just to let you know how legit this YouTube channel is. So you want to learn how to make friends and have good conversations? Well, you came to the right place, especially if you're an introvert. But this isn't just for introverts. This is going to be a general conversation. Everything I'm talking about is personal opinion from my personal experience. But I hope it'll help you. So without further ado, and without making this weird by wearing a robe, let's get started. So I have my window open. Am I getting any natural light from this at all? No, not really. I might as well just close it. So first thing I want to say before we get into any tips is that some people like to be alone, all right? And there's nothing wrong with that. Some people don't have a lot of friends, if any, and there's nothing wrong with that. This video is for people who want to put themselves out there more, who want to become better conversationalists, who want to be able to speak their truth, you know, but there's nothing wrong with having a limited number of friends. There's nothing wrong with being an introvert, and there's nothing wrong with wanting to have a lot of people around you. Sorry, my dog is walking around. So my first tip to help you make friends and have good conversations would be this. Don't chase people. People can sense desperation, okay? And people don't like when friendships are being forced upon them. That may rub other people the wrong way. Some people don't necessarily like to talk a lot, don't necessarily like to hang out a lot, and some people do. So if you're calling people 10 times a week and you're texting people all the time up and down and you're always the one to ask people to hang out and no one's getting back to you, listen, just sit back and be happy with yourself. Be happy in your own company, because when people want to be friends with you, they will come to you, okay? Especially if if you're shooting your shot, you're trying to build up a friendship and, things just aren't going the way you planned, you got to give people time. In this day and age, people don't trust many people. Think about it like this. Imagine you're going to a shoe store and you want to buy a pair of shoes. And you just go in there, you're looking, and sales guy comes up to you. He's like, hey, you need any help? Anything I can help you with? Need some recommendations? And you say, no, I'm good. And they're like, okay. They go about their merry way, you're looking for your shoes, and they come back, okay? And then they come back again. They're pressuring you to buy something, And then once you finally make your decision, then they're pressuring you to buy socks at the register. It's like, if you want to buy socks, you're going to buy socks. It should be your freedom to buy what it is that you need from a store, right? Just like it should be someone's freedom to want to go to the movies with a group of people, or go to the bar, or go to this party they were invited to, or to hang out with you. Everyone has their own right to agree to do something with a bunch of friends, or to stay home and watch TV, okay? You shouldn't take it personally if somebody doesn't want to hang out with you, all right? There's nothing wrong with you. Stop thinking that there's something wrong with you, and stop getting mad at people who don't want to hang out with you. Hey, if you've tried, you gave it your best shot, they know that you're around, maybe they'll come back to you, and maybe, since you made yourself known, they'll come around. And if they don't, hey, it's their loss. But don't chase people. You can't force friendships. Tip number 2, know yourself. Let me explain. If you're trying to go out and make friends, you're trying to have conversations with people, and you don't know anything about yourself, how can you get to know anyone else? You got to get to know yourself first. What if someone's asking you, hey, what's your favorite color? Okay, maybe you don't have a favorite color, but, I'll say blue, okay? Or red, I don't know. Making conversation, even if it's true or not. Hey, I'm making conversation. I like red, okay? What if somebody asks you what your favorite food is? Well, you got to have an idea, right? Or you can't just freeze up and be like, I don't know. Or what's your favorite show? I don't know. What's your favorite animal? I don't have one. What's your favorite thing to do? I don't really do that much. If you don't know yourself, if you don't spend time with yourself, if you don't know what you enjoy or what your strengths and weaknesses are, if you don't have a clear idea about who you are and what your identity is, how can you share with anyone your life and be able to relate with anyone on any kind of level? To relate with people, you got to find a common ground, right? People like the same kind of music. People like the same kind of books. People like the same kind of places. Maybe you find common ground with someone because you both want to go to Europe, and then that opens a whole stream of conversation. You got to have common ground, and to have common ground with someone, you got to know yourself. There's so many things out there that you could talk about, right? But what's the easiest thing for you to talk about? What should be the easiest thing? Your own life. You're the one living your life. You know more than anyone who you are, right? And maybe you don't know who you are. Maybe you're trying to figure it out. Talk about that. I don't really know what my favorite animal is, but last time I went to the zoo, I thought snakes were pretty cool. That's a silly example, but you gotta find common ground with people. And if you don't know anything about yourself, if you can't get to know yourself, how are you gonna get to know someone else? Which brings me to my next tip. Don't overshare, okay? This may not be for the introverts, right? This may be for the extroverted people. Some people share too much. Some people, I understand, wear their heart on their sleeve, all right? This doesn't mean you can't be yourself, right? But it means you don't have to share your life story with everyone. Don't get me wrong, it's great to put yourself out there and to let people know who you are. This is like the opposite of the last tip. Some people don't know anything about themselves. Some people know themselves really well, and they will just share everything, even all the personal things that nobody asked. Or let's say, hey, you're in a new place. Let's say you go from Georgia to Arizona, and the first place you go to the bank, and you got this 40-year-old guy talking to you about
how his mother is in the hospital and she's always doing dialysis, and she's probably gonna kick the bucket soon.
Tell me for a moment. Would you know what to say to this guy? You don't know him from a stick in the mud. You're in a new place, total stranger, and the first thing that is coming out of his mouth are things that you didn't ask him about, things that probably make you feel uncomfortable. Who knows, maybe you were the only person who was willing to listen. Be respectful. But it's an uncomfortable situation, right? It's good to share, it's good to be open, but everything starts at surface level, man. Which brings me to my next point, which will help you to be a good conversationalist. Ask questions. I think listening goes hand in hand with this, so the tip should be listen and ask questions. So here's an example. Hey, what's going on, man? Oh, nothing much. Just sitting here, eating my pizza. Oh, that's cool, man. So... Alright, see ya. Dude, isn't that so awkward? Let's switch it up a little bit. Hey dude, what's going on, man? Oh, not much. Just eating my pizza. Oh, that's nice. Did you get that from Domino's down the street? Oh, no, man. I got this one from Delfonso's. This place is incredible, man. I gotta give you their phone number. You gotta order some pizza from here. And the chicken parm is to die for. Chicken parm, man. My family is Italian. They make their own chicken parmesan at home. Ain't nothing can beat my mama's chicken parm. So if you were the guy that was asking this other guy about his pizza, now you know more about this dude because he loves Italian food, right? And now you guys have a common ground. You guys both love Italian food. It's something you can always talk about. It's something that you guys can relate in some way to, right? Love Italian food. Once you find a common ground with someone, it's easier to build friendships. But you got to put yourself out there. And for my introverts out there, small talk is not fun, right? Nobody likes small talk, but make an effort to talk to more people. Make an effort. You gotta get uncomfortable. You gotta put yourself out there. When you ask questions and you listen to people when they're talking to you, they will respect you more because they feel heard. Not everyone has the luxury of having someone that will listen to them. So if you become that person that is willing to listen, more people are gonna be willing to talk to you. So anyways, to wrap this up, this video was kind of a random idea that I had. If you guys liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you really liked it, please share it. Please consider subscribing. See y'all next week be confident, put yourself out there. All right, guys, thanks for watching Blue Orange Juice. I'll see you soon. Have a good one.